Hey everyone, welcome back to Grocery Shopping English, Prices, Quantities, and Requests. I'm Emily, and I'm so glad you're here with us in the supermarket today. If this sounds helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss our weekly friendly English chats.
And I'm Zach. I actually stopped by my local store this morning before work. It was quiet, the floors were shining, and I grabbed a basket because I only needed milk and bananas. That small trip gave me today's mood: calm, simple, and practical.
Last week, I had the opposite experience: late night shopping. I couldn't find yeast for bread, so I asked a staff member, "Excuse me, which aisle has yeast?" He pointed me to the baking aisle, and honestly, that tiny question saved me 10 minutes of wandering.
Speaking of that, the word aisle means the walkway between shelves. It's where you push your cart or carry your basket. Oh, quick note, a basket is the small one you carry. A trolley or cart has wheels and more space.
Price signs matter too. I always check the price tag and look for a discount sticker. If I'm trying to keep a budget just means the amount of money I plan to spend. I compare two brands and choose the one that fits my plan.
Quantities can be tricky, but simple words help. I told the produce clerk, "Could I have half a kilo of tomatoes?" Another time I asked for a dozen eggs. Dozen means 12. And when I say ripe bananas, ripe means ready to eat, not too green.
Politeness really opens doors. I usually start with, "Excuse me," and then a soft question. "Could I get 2 cartons of milk, please?" The words are simple, but the gentle tone does the magic, especially when the store is crowded and everyone is a little stressed.
At checkout, I enjoy the rhythm. The barcode beeps, the cashier smiles, and I get a receipt, the small paper that shows what I bought and what I paid. I say, "Card please," or "Cash please," and sometimes scan my loyalty app for extra savings.
Quick recap. Today we'll move through the store together, finding items, asking prices, choosing quantities, and speaking politely at checkout. You'll hear real phrases in context, like a friendly role play that sounds just like a normal shopping trip.
If you enjoy these relaxed conversations, tap subscribe and share the show with a friend. Tell us in the comments, what's one phrase you used at the store this week? Or your favorite snack you always buy?
While you listen, focus on 2 things: numbers and requests. Numbers help with prices and quantities. Requests help with politeness. If you catch those clearly, the rest of the conversation becomes easier to follow.
All right, let's grab a basket and step into the first aisle together. Next up, how to find items fast without walking in circles. All right, we're walking into the store, and the first thing I do is look up. Those big signs above each aisle are my map.
Same here. I scan for words like produce, dairy, and bakery. Quick note, produce means fruits and vegetables. I keep my list open on my phone.
In a new store last month, I wandered for 5 minutes hunting for lentils. Finally, I asked a staff member, "Excuse me, where are the lentils?" He said, "Aisle 7, bottom shelf."
Bottom shelf just means the lowest level on the shelf. Top, middle, bottom. Easy directions. That reminds me, the small sign on the shelf is the price tag.
Do you check the ends of aisles? Sometimes there's a bright display with snacks or pasta. Display simply means a special arrangement to show products.
I do. And near the entrance, many stores have a directory, a simple map of sections. I sometimes take a photo so I don't forget where things are.
Speaking of signs, arrows help a lot. Frozen to the left, pharmacy to the right. Left and right are perfect short direction words, especially when you're in a hurry.
When I need help, I start with, "Excuse me," then ask softly, "Is oat milk in the dairy section?" Last week, a clerk showed me the exact shelf in seconds.
I've also asked another shopper. Simple and polite works. "Sorry, is this the right aisle for pasta sauce?" People usually smile and point, and it saves time.
Categories make everything easier. Produce is fruit and vegetables, dairy is milk, cheese, and yogurt, bakery is bread and cakes, frozen is food kept very cold.
I like the tiny icons on signs, little pictures of bread or milk. Even if the word is hard, the picture tells me I'm close.
Directions help too. Next to means beside. Behind means at the back. And in front of means before something. I asked, "Is the rice next to the beans?" Easy.
Once, I forgot the word zucchini. I told the clerk, "It's a green vegetable, long like a cucumber." He laughed and walked me straight to it.
I love that. Description saves the day. When I couldn't remember basil, I said, "Small green leaves for pasta." The staff understood immediately.
Little habits help. I group my list by sections: produce, dairy, frozen, so I don't backtrack. Fewer steps, less stress, and no heavy basket workout.
Quick recap. We looked up at aisle signs, used simple directions, and asked for help politely. Short, clear words make finding items faster and friendlier.
One more idea. If the shelf is empty, ask, "Do you have more in the back?" Back means the stock room. Sometimes they bring a fresh box.
If no one is nearby, I look for a small help button or the customer service desk. A quick smile there usually gets fast answers.
And don't worry about mistakes. A short pause, a friendly tone, and a simple question can fix confusion in seconds.
Once we can find things without stress, shopping feels easy. Up next, let's check prices and choose quantities so the cart and the budget stay happy.
So, we're standing in front of the shelves, and the first thing I notice is the price tag. There's a big number, like $2.49, and often a smaller line that says unit price.
I made a classic mistake with apples last month. The sign looked cheap, but it was the price per 100 grams, not per kilo. I checked the unit price line and realized the real cost was higher.
How did you catch it? Those tiny words can be hard to see when the shelf is busy and the label has too much information.
I looked for the little words per kilogram, per pound, or each. Each means one item. If apples are 3 per kilo, a small bag might be around a kilo, but a big bag could be 2.
At the deli counter, I once asked for 200 grams of cheese and the clerk heard 2 kilos. My eyes went wide. I smiled and said, "Sorry, 200 grams," and pointed with 2 fingers to show small.
Good save. For weights, I like simple phrases. Half a kilo, a quarter kilo, that's 250 grams. Sometimes I say about 300 grams if I don't need an exact number.
Packages help with quantities too. I grab 2 cans of beans, a jar of pasta sauce, a bottle of oil, and a carton of milk. Bread comes as a loaf, bananas as a bunch, and rice in a pack or a bag.
Prices meet numbers at checkout. If the label says $2.49, that's $2.49. Coins cover the cents, bills cover the dollars. Exact change just means the exact total, no change back.
Sales can be sneaky. A red sticker might say discount or 2 for 1. I ask myself, do I need 2? If not, I skip it. A sale is only good when it fits my plan.
When I'm unsure, I ask a quick question to a staff member. How much is this bag after the discount? Or, is this brand on sale today? Soft voice, short question, easy answer.
Comparing sizes helps too. A big bag can be cheaper per kilo, but the small bag might be better if you won't finish it. The unit price tells the truth.
I had that moment with rice. The 5-kilo bag was cheaper per kilo, but heavy to carry and too much for the week. I chose 2 1-kilo packs. My budget and my back said thank you.
Quick recap. Look at the big price and the unit price. Choose the right weight, grams, half a kilo, and think about packages like cans, jars, bottles, and cartons.
If you feel unsure, a simple, polite question fixes it fast. Next, let's shift to making requests that feel natural. especially when the store is busy.
Okay, we've found the pasta. Now comes the social part, asking nicely. Polite requests make shopping smoother, even when the store feels busy.
Yesterday at the bakery, I smiled and told the woman, "Excuse me, could I have 2 whole wheat rolls, please?" She wrapped them quickly and said, "Anything else?"
Tone matters. A soft voice and eye contact help. I like, could I have? It's short and respectful. Polite just means kind and careful with words.
Speaking of that, I added, "When you have a moment, could you slice the bread?" Slice means cut into thin pieces. She nodded and did it.
At the deli, I once asked for 200 grams of cheese. The clerk started packing much more. I said, "Sorry, just 200 grams, please," and used my fingers to show small.
Small words guide the request. I often say, "Could you weigh these apples?" Weigh means measure the weight. If I want softer fruit, I add, "Are these ripe, or do you have riper ones?"
When something's missing, I ask, "Excuse me, could you check in the back for oat milk?" The back means the storage room. Sometimes a fresh box appears in 2 minutes.
If the line is long, I soften the request. "No rush," or "Take your time." Those phrases show patience, and people respond kindly.
For clarity, I might say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat the price?" Catch here means here. A repeat often solves the confusion.
Choices can be tricky. I'll ask, "If you don't have small, could I have the large?" And add, "Either is fine." Either means one of the 2 options.
At the meat counter, I've said, "Could I have the chicken sliced thin, please?" Thin means not thick. Then I finish with, "Thank you so much."
In the bakery, I sometimes ask, "Could you warm this, please?" If I'm taking it home, I add, "No need to warm it." To go just means take away.
Bags are another moment for polite requests. "Could I have a paper bag?" Or, "No bag, thanks." If I have raw meat, I ask, "Could you put that in a separate bag?"
Payment is similar. I say, "Could I pay by card?" Or, "Do you take contactless?" Contactless means tapping the card or phone to pay.
Quick recap so far. Start with, "Excuse me." Make a clear request, add, "Please," and finish with, "Thank you." Soft voice, short words, big results. Do you add timing phrases, Emily? I sometimes say, "When you have a second," if the person looks busy. It shows I can wait.
I do, and if I change my mind, I keep it gentle. "Actually, could I have the smaller one?" The word "actually" helps shift the request without sounding rude.
Final thought. Polite requests are simple tools. Use "excuse me," a clear ask, "please," and "thank you." That's it. Ready for checkout talk next? We're rolling our cart to the front, and I always scan the lines first. Short line, friendly cashier, working card reader. That's my dream combo.
If the self-checkout looks free, I go there. Last week I couldn't find the code for lemons, so I waved at the attendant and said, "Hi, could you help me find the produce code?" 2 taps and beep, done.
Attendant just means the helper at self-checkout. Speaking of helpers, I like when the screen shows the item name and price clearly. It keeps things calm.
At the regular checkout, the cashier asked, "Do you have a loyalty card?" I opened my phone and said, "Yes, here's my app." Points appeared, and I saved a little on yogurt.
I once forgot my card and said, "Could you try my phone number?" Many stores link numbers to accounts. It worked, and I didn't lose the points.
Price surprises happen. I saw $2.49 on the shelf, but the screen showed $2.99. I told the cashier, "Could you check the price?" She smiled, changed it, and said, "Thanks for noticing."
Then comes the big moment. Payment. Card or cash? I said, "Card, please," and tapped. Contactless means you just tap your card or phone. No swiping, no inserting.
If contactless doesn't work, I insert and enter my PIN, a short, secret number. Sometimes they ask for a signature. Easy either way.
Cash days are simple too. I like saying, I have exact change, which means the exact total, so no coins come back to me.
Funny you say that. Yesterday the cashier asked, "Would you like to round up for charity?" I said, "Yes, please." Other times I say, "Not today, thanks." Both are polite.
Bags are next. I usually bring a reusable bag and say, "No bag, thanks." If I buy raw chicken, I add, "Could you put that in a separate bag?" Keeps everything clean.
I like paper bags for bread. Sometimes I ask, "1 paper bag, please." Or I point to my tote and say, "I'm good, I've got this." Tote just means a strong shopping bag.
Self-checkout can be fussy. When a barcode doesn't scan, I tell the attendant, "This one won't scan." They type the code and place it in the bagging area for me.
I also like digital receipts. I asked, "Could you email the receipt?" It helps me track my budget without keeping paper in my wallet.
Small tip, watch the total as items pass the scanner. If something feels off, a calm question fixes it. Clear words, calm voice, problem solved.
Quick recap. Loyalty cards give points. Contactless is tap to pay. Exact change saves time. And you can choose paper, plastic, or your own bag.
With the receipt in hand and bags packed, we're ready to head out. Next, let's wrap up with final advice so your next trip feels smooth from hello to goodbye.
We made it to the exit with our bags, and that feels good. Quick look back. We followed aisle signs, asked short questions, and found what we needed without stress.
Right, and we read the numbers clearly, big price versus unit price, so we knew the real cost. We used grams, half a kilo, and a kilo, and remembered each means one item.
For talking to people, "Could I have" plus "please" and "thank you" made everything smooth. Timing phrases like "when you have a moment" kept it kind during busy times.
At checkout, points from a loyalty card helped. Contactless tapping was fast, and asking for a separate bag kept raw meat away from bread. Simple choices, less mess.
Here's a small practice plan for the week. Step 1. Pick 3 phrases you like. I'm choosing, "Excuse me, where is," "Could I have," and "Is this on sale?"
Step 2. Give yourself a tiny mission on your next trip. Follow one sign to find an item, ask one short question to a staff member, and check the unit price on one product.
Step 3. Take a photo of your receipt and circle 2 items. Compare what you expected with what you paid. That reflection turns shopping into easy language practice.
Step 4. Do a 60-second role play with a friend or in the mirror. Pretend you're at the deli. Speak slowly, smile, and finish with a thanks. Done.
Step 5. Pick a routine day. Routine just means a regular habit. Maybe Sunday morning. Short list, calm store, friendly energy. Small and steady wins here.
Quick personal win. I forgot my loyalty card again last week. I stayed calm, gave my phone number, and still got the points. Tiny win, big smile.
And remember, pauses are fine. If you need a second to think, breathe. A warm tone does a lot of the work, even more than perfect grammar.
Fast recap. Read signs, ask short questions, check unit price, make polite requests, and choose your checkout style. That's your toolkit for a calm, clear shopping trip.
Speaking of next steps, I'm excited to explore food labels and expiration dates soon, so we pick fresh items and avoid surprises at home.
If today helped, share it with a friend. Tell us in the comments one phrase you used at the store this week and how it went.
Thanks for walking the aisles with us. Take your list, your kind voice, and your new phrases, and enjoy the next trip. See you next time.